Vegetable oil. What is it? Vegetable oil is really a marketing term because when you actually look at the oils themselves, they're seeds and grains. So you got corn, canola, cottonseed, safflower, sunflower, soybean. So this ain't like broccoli oil. So these are highly industrialized seed oils that take 40 to 100 steps just to get processed. And some of the reasons why these are so harmful is because the amount of polyunsaturated fat, which we'll get to in a moment. Now, it's not that those foods themselves are bad, but it's when you take those foods that are not very fatty in nature and you work very hard to press the oils out of them with these insane methods. So those foods I mentioned, like they're not for everybody, but if they're cooked properly and they're prepared properly, they can be right for some people. So just listen to your body on that. So let's get to some of the steps that are required to process these oils. So you got bleaching, deodorizing, degumming, processing with hexane, which is explosives, and process with extremely high heat. Now the issue with the high heat thing is that these oils consist primarily of polyunsaturated fat. So polyunsaturated fat is very prone to oxidation from heat. So since these are very difficult to make into oils, they require those high heat the majority of the time. So what happens is that these oils are basically rancid on the shelf. Another thing with this polyunsaturated fat is they require a 1:1 to a 1:4 omega-3 to omega-6 ratios. So omega-3s are more anti-inflammatory while omega-6s are more pro-inflammatory. We need both, but it's more so about the ratios. Now these oils contain like 1 to 100 omega-3 to omega-6. So that's why a lot of people are walking around with inflammation and chronic disease these days. And when these oils are made, they create a toxin called acrolein, which is the same thing that's found in cigarettes, only it's like 30 times higher in these oils. These oils are considered to be more toxic than sugar because sugar can be metabolized very quickly by the body, even though it has some downstream effects and it's not healthy. But these oils can be used to make our cell membranes and stay around our bodies for months. In addition, consuming these can create free radicals like peroxynitrite, which is the most potent free radical that exists. And the more free radicals that are carried around, the more our body is depleted of its antioxidants. As a matter of fact, there's a study done in the Journal of Inhalation of Toxicology that showed that just inhaling these oils is enough to damage DNA. So when you're cooking with these oils and you smell that, it's enough to damage your DNA. So the good thing is that there's many healthy alternatives to these oils. Oils that have been used for thousands of years by our ancestors. Things like olive oil, coconut, macadamia nut oil, butter, ghee. Just make sure to focus on quality because sourcing does matter. Keep in mind that the saturated fat oils are going to be most heat stable, so why they're solid at room temperature. Another thing to keep in mind with olive oil and avocado oil is that they're legally able to have 40% vegetable oils within them. So that's why it's really important to focus on quality because they can be adulterated. So look for extra virgin, glass bottle, all that. Perhaps the most important thing you can do nutritionally is to get rid of these oils and replace them with higher quality ones.